was very excited.
Very excited.
Who?
Shivam.
So quiz question that will come in all curriculums. Who was Arjun Tendulkar's first IPL victim? And it was Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Summed up by the fact that Sunrisers Hyderabad lost by 14 runs to Mumbai Indians, and as we had discussed in the mid innings, it was a par plus total that Mumbai Indians managed. So Cameron Green, fantastic all-round show. Tim David, 4 catches and a run out. Despite Heinrich Klassen's exploits, Mayank Agarwal's rather solid knock, 48 of 41.
Very polite to Mayank.
I know, rather solid. Sunrisers Hyderabad have lost at Hyderabad by 14 runs, and Mumbai, third consecutive win for them.
Yes.
Third consecutive win, and they are up and running in this IPL 2023 after 2 bad starts.
Shivam, are you happy?
Yes, very happy.
Why? Why? Arjun Tendulkar. Arjun Tendulkar. See what? I think this is a testimony to the fact that the country loves Sachin Tendulkar.
That's her name.
He is so happy. He was hoping that Arjun Tendulkar gets a wicket, just wants a wicket. Just imagine, there's an Arjun Tendulkar that if he wasn't a star son, you would have not, I mean, this is his second game, you would have no emotions for him. Just because who he is, everyone was celebrating that wicket that he's picked up today. But I have to say that what a proud moment for Sachin Tendulkar.
I think he would be the happiest person on earth, at least today.
I agree.
I can only imagine, how proud he must be feeling. And by the way, when he was given that last over of the match, I think he must have been the most stressed out man on earth.
No, but I think, he was outstanding, but I also feel that it was made easier by the fact that the 19th over only gave away 4 runs.
Cameron Green.
So if I'm a young bowler and if I've got 20 runs to defend, I'm slightly more confident than if it's a 10, 12, 13 run target, which it very well could have been had Cameron Green not bowled that outstanding over. Or maybe, as we discussed, maybe it wasn't an outstanding over from Cameron Green, it was some real average poor batting by the SRH batsmen.
Especially the Indians, the Indian batters.
I'd say Heinrich Classen was just as culpable.
I can, but still I thought, eventually how many did they need in the last 3 overs? I think they needed 40 odd runs in that. And in that over, by the way, I think 17 or 18 runs came.
He had 21 of Piyush Chawla's over also, yes.
And then he went for another wide swing. He got out. I'm saying, it tells you that they are far too dependent on their overseas recruits, as
my point is,
and Harry Brook and
you had said yesterday that RCB had choked. But today SRH also similar position.
Yes.
They should have won from where they were.
Yes.
I mean, 12 runs and over last 2-3 overs. You expect teams to win. Did SRH also choke? Or you only kept it for RCB?
Just that, RCB also, I think they also didn't have faith in their lower middle order, as in the Indian players. And this is the case with SRH also. Abdul Samad. He's a retained player, by the way, franchisee. And if this is how he's going to play, I'm sorry to say, might as well pick a youngster. At least you'll groom him.
100% agree.
Throw him into the deep end of the sea. At least he'll learn. Unfortunately, Abdul Samad, they've been carrying him for the last 2-3 seasons. I remember last season he was retained because they wanted to retain Umran Malik also, and that was a situation came where they had to retain Abdul Samad as well.
I mean, he has faced in a game where you need to get 10, 12 and over, 10, 12. They had it from the start, and credit to them, despite having lost those 2 early wickets and got the breakthrough, they continued with that sort of a required rate. Till comes Abdul Samad. He has taken 12 deliveries, that's 2 over for 9 runs. Dare I say, if Mayank Markande had come probably in 12 deliveries, would have got 18 or 19 or 20 runs
At least 12 to 15 runs.
More than that. And if he is coming in as a batsman, then I agree with him that I'm sorry, he cannot be an impact batsman.
Absolutely.
You need to, and there were a few other options that they had which we had discussed earlier, but we all then zeroed in on him because the others were all-rounders, I think.
Yeah,
But
Vivrant was a like spinning all-rounder.
Vivrant,
Who could have?
I'm sure they have in their squad, I'm sure they have better batsmen or Indian, so on the bench you
Okay,
have, I'm just saying, Vivrant is there, Chalo, Glenn Phillips you can't bring, foreigner, Mayank Dagar,
Anmolpreet is there. I think Anmolpreet
Anmolpreet,
did
yes.
play, no?
One game.
One game.
But he'd be better than Abdul Samad from there. No matter which position he comes out to bat,
Yeah.
he'd do much better than that. So I'll play that.
Oh.
I mean, they've retained him also, this kind of performance. Actually, he has lost them the game.
Yeah.
If you've taken 12 deliveries, you are expected to get, if you're a batsman, 20-24 runs. And that would have been the difference between winning and losing. Of course, there are various other reasons which we'll dwell into. I mean, there are many things that need to come together.
And you know, this is the reason why when Henrik Classen got out, majority of us thought that the game is lost for SRH because they didn't have, I know, going by the equation at that time, a lot of us would say in IPL, especially in T20 cricket, you know, you do score these many runs. If you need 40 runs in last 3 overs, you can. And then that equation, I think, came down to 24 of last 2?
24 of last
24 of last 2, man.
It's-
And you had a boy who is just 2 T20 games old or 2 IPL games old. That
Bowling
was-
the last over.
Yeah, and everybody was anticipating, was worried whether he'll be able to pull it off or not. I don't know what Abdul Samad was trying to do, and and Washington Sundar once again he has told you that he can bowl a few good overs, but besides that, when it comes to international cricket, he has a long way to go in terms of I don't know what the problems are with his legs. He just
Fitness.
can't run. He is a very slow fielder. He is a poor fielder, and now he's given the situation his team was in. I don't know if anybody would have. We won't do this kind of stuff in our club games or office games that we play. Obviously, we are way below these
No, but we
standards
don't
this
get paid, na. If somebody
Exactly.
pays us that kind of money, then you
Yeah,
expect
that's his
better.
profession. He's a professional cricketer.
Exactly. Everyone, let's do. There's 5-6 things I want everybody's opinion on. Let's start with the Washington Sundar's run out. What did you make of it? Do you reckon that is the turning point? That is where the game changed?
Wasn't the turning point, but I think that was the last hope. Because he was
Could they have won if he was not run out?
Yes, they could have, because he had already taken about 10 odd runs or more than that, maybe from
13
the
or
over.
6.
Yes, 13
He
runs.
got a few boundaries.
Yeah, he got a couple of
And
boundaries.
that too in presence of Abdul Samad, when Abdul Samad was just trying
Yeah.
to
Do something.
get to the other end of the wicket. At least he got a few boundaries, a couple of them.
And that's the thing. When I was watching them bat, I'm like, okay, Washington is looking like he can strike them clean. Stay till the end. At that time, also, I'm anticipating they have to bowl Arjun Tendulkar for 1 over.
Yeah.
If you have a left-hander facing a left-arm seamer who, to be fair, would not be getting any movement right now, not the quickest. You're thinking, okay, game's still very much on. And I'm sorry, and I will say this, I would have ran faster than he did in that circumstance. At least I would have slid my bat in.
Yeah.
No, that was plain elementary mistake that he made. I mean, firstly he's running not straight, running away, so that you're ensuring that you have to cover a longer
Away from the
distance.
wicket. First he was running straight, then I don't know what suddenly happened, what struck him, as if but there were spikes or what on that.
No, he was like, I'll reach very early. Let me take time.
Take detour.
Detour.
And then to make things worse, by the way, I don't know if you realize this, but I was watching the slow-mo. When the throw came in, he seemed to flinch. Other than actually,
It's actually because of that he didn't drag the bat.
Yeah.
If you see, he's right there. He didn't put the bat
and then
there.
he was like this.
No, he was
He's
taking it on
injury
the.
prone,
Yeah, but I mean, you are worried about that ball
He
hitting
doesn't
you.
trust his luck.
Come on, yeah. You could have won them the game.
Maybe he thought that ball might hit me because
Take a blow for your team.
I am very
Take a
unlucky.
blow for your team.
he says this is just the 5th game. There are
This could very well have decided what their fate is going to
No,
be.
you-
They're going to be competing with Delhi at this rate.
You usually you would stretch your arms, you would stretch yourself while trying to get into the crease. And this guy, I thought that he was crouching.
He flinched.
Yeah, he flinched because he's scared that the ball is going to hit him. So that there was a comment there that, and I'll get Tata fan to. Somebody said whatever you said and done, because we kept saying na the fight for that off spinner slot is Washington Sundar versus Ravichandran Ashwin. The comment says, I missed the name, that Ashwin is far better than Washington Sundar right now.
At least he makes efforts. He knows his limitations. He knows that he's not the best fielder, but he will not accept that. As in, he would try to improve.
Yeah.
I think as far as Washington Sundar is concerned, he has decided, he has admitted, he has accepted the fact that I am a poor fielder, I am a slow runner between the wickets, and he's still so very young. I think he's 21 or 22.
23,
Washington?
24 if I'm not wrong.
Much
More.
Huh?
24, 25.
Yeah.
25, I don't think he should be
Yeah,
22,
yeah.
20.
No, I
1,
just
22.
See, Sundar was in the under 19 World Cup of 2016.
He's 23.
23.
There we go.
Going to be 24 very soon.
Yeah, October he'll be 24. So he's still such a young boy. I just can't understand. And look at the others. The other youngsters, the likes of, you can still say that Tilak Verma is a batter. There are other players also. That Ritik Shocking, that boy. Okay, maybe there is a difference in quality between Washington Sundar and Ritik Shocking. These are good young fielders. They can run between the wickets well. Washington Sundar, and I think this is the reason why. See, every time a franchisee wins the IPL, it will be because of their Indian players. Every time you look at the history, I know we can say last time Joss Butler took Rajasthan Royals to the finals, but if you see the history of IPL, if your domestic players have done consistently well, more often than not you will win the title. I'm not even saying that you will make it to the finals, you will win the title.
2016 was an exception.
Hyderabad, David Warner, but they
but even Bhuvneshwar Kumar was
bowlers.
outstanding. Siddharth Kaul was outstanding.
Yes. Last time
That
I know
season.
we give a lot of credit to Joss Butler for what Rajasthan has become in the last couple of years, but you cannot forget that
Exactly.
UZ Chahal picked up 27 wickets. You cannot forget that Sanju Samson got 450 runs. So 450 runs in the middle order is a pretty decent this thing.
Ashwin also got like 17, 18 wickets last
Yeah.
year.
So and who won that title? Gujarat. Who was their leading wicket taker? Mohammad Shami.
Yeah.
And Deepak Hooda got runs. So many others.
I'll tell you why that happens. There's a reason, and I think you point out.
Not Deepak Hooda. I'm sorry. Deepak Hooda to udhar hai.
Hardik Pandya got runs, Tewatia got runs, David
Yeah,
Miller got
Rahul
runs.
Tewatia.
You got Saha, you got him, he got you
Yes.
runs at the important stage.
Gill got run.
But I tell you why that happens is because your foreign players, more often than not, because they are filtered and there is only so few spots that the best come there.
Exactly.
So more often than not, because they are a great pedigree, and I'm not saying foreign players are better than Indian players. All I'm saying is because there are only limited slots,
Yes.
so only the best get a chance. Because Indian slots are more, sometimes you have to look at, not necessarily the best, you'll fill in. So that's what makes a difference. Foreign player, most teams will perform because they are the best available. It's just that the Indian player then make a difference because foreign players almost at level
Exactly.
everywhere. Indian players make a difference.
And out of 11, 7 players are Indians.
Yeah.
7 players, I'm including an impact player also. Mostly they play Indian as an impact player. But so and Hyderabad, they have burnt their fingers once. Last year, you would remember. Why? Because their Indian players were just not getting runs, were not doing good enough to get them to even a victory. I know there were a lot of other issues as well for them last year. Kane Williamson, no?
Kane,
Yeah.
injury. That also.
So but their Indian players just didn't perform last time. So Hyderabad, I agree. This was Hyderabad's game to lose after a point. They had done enough because in the middle overs, Mayank Agarwal.
Yeah.
What was he doing?
Yeah. We're going to talk about Mayank Agarwal. We're going to talk about Classen. But is Thata better?
As a bowler in white ball cricket, this is only white ball cricket, better than Sundar. As a batter, almost you can say on equal. Sundar.
So then overall, Ashwin better,
Ashwin
na?
better fielder.
Both are slow, but yes, Ashwin better fielder.
Even if same, but you already said as a bowler he's better. So then he becomes better.
Okay,
Everything else is same.
If there's
so he becomes better.
if there's a 100-meter sprint between Ashwin and Washington Sundar, in how many seconds do you think Ashwin will reach the finish line?
10.5.
10.5.
11.5 seconds.
Are you kidding me?
100 meter sprint as an athlete.
No chance. He'll be in the 13 range, I'm guessing. 12, 13.
14 seconds.
No, 12, 13. 12, 13. Arey, no chance, yaar. No chance.
Are you looking
11
at
point-
Rakeem Cornwall's running?
Huh?
Rakeem Cornwall can touch 13, 14 or 15. 100 meters.
No, that
He will say, "I will not
can
going to
because by the way, a lot of mass helps you sprint better. By the way, it's in a long distance, so Rakeem can.
If it is a slope, and if
Marathon
it is a
will be
slope,
an
he might-
issue. That much mass, but in
He
short
can.
distance, it actually
It will be
helps.
about 11.
11
No
point how many
chance.
seconds?
No
Achha,
chance.
11.8. 11.8.
No
And
chance.
Washington Sundar?
No chance.
Second.
11.9.
If he
One
can.
second.
If 11.9.
If he will be sub 12 it will be sub 12. I will give you the biggest treat in your life whenever you want. If he can do sub
He
12.
is saying 11.8 for Ashwin and 12.8 for Washington Sundar.
Yeah.
1 second gap. 1 second gap will be about 15 meters in a 100 meter. So you'll leave him about 15 meters behind. That's not how much difference there is between them.
We all don't give a shit.
Oh, Shane,
And
what are
now-
your thoughts? Tell the same answer.
He says no, it can happen. I mean, that way, if you're talking about it can happen, then Megan Fox can also become my wife. Doesn't mean it will happen.
Okay, you aim for that now. But
Megan Fox. I like the choice also. Huh? Look.
I don't know. Why do I watch Hollywood in English? I don't watch.
Acha, you are only watching that GPL.
No. That.
By the way, 800 biopic is like releasing soon.
I know. Don't change the subject.
I'm
Tell us.
Sad by the choice of actor.
I don't change the subject.
I'll tell you.
Ashwin will outrun Washington Sundar.
Okay, but
Now
not
I'm
by
al-
1 second.
Now
One second
I'm
is
also
a-
including another competitor here. Varun Chakravarti.
Chakravarti, a distant third. A distant third.
13.8.
No. 0.01 behind Washington Sundar.
Acha, same question. Shane, let Shane answer.
No, so first of all, it's not going to be 11, 12 seconds. Not a chance. 11, 12 seconds. A young sprinter who's not yet figured out the optimum body will give
your
15 seconds.
school level champion 100 meter men boy level like 12th standard will be doing 11 something. Will be doing in the 11s, and those will be like quick guys, huh? They'll be like really quick, like a 12th standard boy running the fastest in his school will be doing 11 something. That will be the rough time.
And also remember, 100 meters, it's not about how fast you run, it's about how quickly you accelerate. That's one important thing. No, so someone like Ashwin may very well run fast, but he can take a bit of time to kind of get into the rhythm. What differentiates a sprinter from an average human being? All of us can also run quick, but it might take us some time to get there. These guys have instant acceleration.
But see, comparing Ashwin in a 100 meter race to these two guys can't happen. Look at the age difference. 12 plus years of age difference.
But you've already made him a winner.
Bolt competed with who was the guy who came out?
Blake.
No, not Blake, yaar. Or maybe
Gracia.
Johan Blake
De Grasse.
with that band guy.
Grass or grassy?
No, who was banned for not
No,
Powell.
no. But he was elder. He was 31.
Gatlin. That's what.
Yeah, but he was 31 or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Gatlin
The
was
age
older.
gap, the age gap.
He was 31 at the time he ran.
No, I think 34.
34, yeah.
Must be
he was in his
34,
30s when he ran the final,
Must
the Olympic
be 34,
final.
35.
2016 Euro.
Yeah.
I think it was 16.
16.
I think
Must
it was
be 34, 35.
Not that much of an age gap, no, between him and Bolt.
Johan Blake was 21, 22 that time.
No, he's talking about Blake versus. That's a big difference.
Bolt versus.
No.
Blake finished second or third?
I think he finished third. He was third.
Justin Gatlin was second.
Gatlin was second. No, World Championship he was second. That World Championship. I think if I remember, he clocked quicker time in the heat. And then he finished second.
So by that logic, they shouldn't have. Johan Blake would have said, no, I won't compete with Gatlin.
Yeah.
A, he has been banned for prohibited substances in the past. B, there's a huge age gap. By that logic, they're playing the same sport.
But he's answered the question. He said in the race, if their three are racing, Ashwin finishes first, Washington finishes second, and Chakravarti finishes third. So that is his answer. His timings are way off. That much.
And
I will say.
Ashwin will also ensure that these people do not leave the starting blocks early.
He'll look at them. He'll run them out. Or he'll trip them out.
Maybe.
This guy, no? Who's what?
Who? Where?
Extreme right, yeah.
No, I can't
He's
recognize.
with SRH. And
I can't. Okay, there were a few comments which said that it's the saddest day for sports today that today because Mumbai Indians has won. So you're right, it's very sad day. What we're going to do from here is not eat food and drink water for the next 2 days because we will all be mourning the loss of SRH. We are very, very disappointed that Mumbai Indians have like the sad.
I predicted him.
but
So
after
obviously what I'm saying is none of us are going to be doing it.
He's saying that
But he actually believes that we are going
You
to be
people are
fasting for 2
Mumbai
days.
haters.
No, because you said, but you're saying accept me as if we are going to do it.
Clear bias.
The guys who predicted SRH, they can do it. I will not.
None of us here are SRH fans.
None of us are going to do it. That was the point.
Pick the SRH on the day. That's it. It's
But you're taking it literally.
Tomorrow there's a new match. We'll pick new teams.
Okay, every day we pick one team. We think
Yeah,
will
we are a
win.
hater every day. Na,
Yesterday we said
Now you say both teams will win. Every day come and say the cricket will be the winner.
जीतेगा तो इंडिया ही.
Ravi sir.
हाँ, say
इंडिया
that.
जीतेगा, क्रिकेट जीतेगा, डोमेस्टिक सर्किट जीतेगा,
IPL जीतेगा.
देश आगे जाएगा.
Bias.
Right, Mitra.
Clear bias. Siddharth,
So what?
they're saying that
So by the way, there Vansh Jain has points out Olympians run sub 11, zonal champions are sub 13. Though I think not sub 13, they'll be sub 12, some maybe sub 11 also.
yes.
Now can be, but I'm just saying still.
I'll tell you.
He's really
So, for the
love for Ashwin is so much. He's like made him 11
For the
second.
longest time,
Everybody
no Asian, by the way, no Asian had, I think, ran sub 10.
Yeah.
No Asian, and it was
for a long
only
time.
in the middle. I'm forgetting which nation it was.
Qatar, was it?
That quite possible. Qatar, and that too, an imported
No,
player. by
China
the
got 110 meter hurdle gold.
That was Lujian.
Lujian, yes.
Yeah, that
So,
was different.
and-
The fastest runners now they come because they import it from Africa.
Exactly.
So Qatar gets a lot of them.
Exactly.
And Saudi gets some.
Yes.
So, but Asian, I think Koreans are very quick.
Yeah.
Koreans are
Don't
very
be sad.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm very sad. I'm going to be fasting 2 days, and I will.
We'll go to Purani Delhi to
Fast.
fast, huh?
That still on or no? As in till when is that?
This week. I think.
This week is it?
I think 21st is
21st.
Ramzan. Yeah.
Ramzan.
No, Ramzan is now.
No, yeah, these are
Eid,
roses.
sorry, Eid,
Ah.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Eid. Yeah, you are right.
Depends on the moon, no? I mean,
Ah.
22.
Either 20th
It changes.
or 21.
I think they take a
It's about
call.
the moon setting.
Last moment, I think it's told. Like this time or whatever. So till that time, you can go and feast. Coming back to Classen now, because Shane pointed out that Classen is the one that lost them the game. So thoughts on Classen?
I think because Shane likes SRH so much, That
Megan Fox a lot more.
and
What is it?
Sorry, you continue. Shivam, please show Megan Fox to Siddharth so that he knows also.
Yes.
Now you continue.
so don't confuse her with Jamie Fox.
Now who's Jimmy?
That's okay. ठीक है, हाँ, continue with the Classen.
So, and
Classen
yeah.
story.
You're welcome.
He's not impressed, by the way.
Go to her
Arey,
Instagram.
what are you doing, Shivam? Show us one ऊपर का picture, one. You don't have to show a full wall
Biodata.
of biodata. Of just click one, that first picture, anyone, or second, or whatever, third, there. Not Siddharth's cup of tea.
pity you, Shane. Congratulations.
You do realize she's not actually like this. Why is he taking everything so literally?
Literally, yeah.
No, I mean,
It's not going to happen, right?
Shane
So
will
why do you have to
take
pity him? It'll never happen.
with Megan Fox.
Actually, that.
Show that third picture. The
Sandhya will
third
be watching this, you know that, no?
third picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than you saying things that you say. It's better than that.
I don't mind.
You don't mind and you expect.
He should be careful. You can say whatever you want.
He's going into the firewall.
But so that's what I'm saying.
I warned you, Shane.
See, mine was totally hypothetical. I don't understand any of this anymore. Anyway,
Coming
the
back
point
to
coming back to
Carlson.
Carlson. Sorry,
You're sweating, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. They put the AC off, so I think.
Yeah, they have, as
Yeah,
always.
the lights are shining. No, so coming back to Carlson, he was tonking it nicely. That point, you're thinking, okay, he hit Piyush Chawla, the strike bowler, 3-4 boundaries. I think he got.
Yeah.
And just that one ball he has to sky. And I'm like, why? Bat through.
Lack
It's
of
not
fitness.
that
that big a total at that point.
Also wasn't needed at that stage. He had already gotten a big six, I think 2 balls before that. Then he again, or the previous ball, I think the fact that we were talking about, Maxwell, let's say, being extra careful yesterday, I could say the same for him today, because looking at how well he was timing the ball,
Yes.
it was unneeded at that point because the resurgence was already on for Hyderabad. Maybe could have been, cautious for an extra couple of balls and then took things
Lack
accordingly.
of game awareness, because unlike the Maxwell one where the required rate was always over 10, here it was much lesser.
No, here also it
No,
was.
Here also.
Here also. No, you're 12.
10, 11
RCB
easily.
yesterday were in a better position,
Yeah.
than
Then them. They were actually tougher. But
RCB were accelerating far quicker than SRH were today. SRH were playing catch up today. It's just that
6 overs 45, that was the start.
that's what I'm saying. So around the 10th, 11th over is when the resurgence sort of started, and Classen was very much there. So those 35 runs came in quick time, and the resurgence was very much on. Should have known that there is still plenty of overs left in the game. His wicket had to put more value. I think he had to give more emphasis to his own wicket and not given it away that way, which is where for me that is where the game changer, not that much, let's say, in terms of Sundar than the sloppy run out.
no, I think everything made a difference. I mean, Sundar also, if he had stayed, maybe could have won it. But I agree. If we yesterday blamed someone like a Faf, and I did, because I thought after Maxwell got out, he needed to have been slightly more careful. And similar thing, and why I'm saying with Classen is that he showed us that if 12 or an over is needed, he can get you 20 and over. That's the ability that he has. And when he's already got the runs that he wants in that over, there was no need for that. He could have waited. Also, what I think, see, this is where the big difference between SRH and other teams are, that teams that have won, and I'm not saying that SRH has not won a title, but I'm saying teams that have won title with players together that have won the title. That's the difference between a Chennai or a Mumbai, because a lot of their core team is the same, that have been title winning. The difference is, I'm just saying, put Chennai in the same spot. Had they been this, again we keep talking about MS Dhoni would have taken it deep. You want to take it because I know in the back of my head that one over has to come from an Arjun Tendulkar. Here's a guy who's playing just his second game. So I will take the game till there. But what you did, you lost the game even by the time you reach that over. Yes. And that is the inexperience that SRH showed. And that is the inexperience that teams that have not won the title together. And that's the problem with SRH, that they keep changing the full squad every year. And you think every year I change the squad, it'll look good. But what teams forget, that you can change the squad, make them look as good as you want. This is the mistake Punjab makes. You keep changing the squad, but if they've not had a season good or 2 season good, you got to stick with them, because for you to make them a champion winning squad may take 3 seasons, which teams don't realize.
Yeah, actually, see, if what I always see it with SRH and Punjab, 2 examples we always stated, is that they'll have some good players. But because the team underperforms, they'll chop and change pretty much everyone. The whole point of the auctions or whatever will be happening in the future is that you have a core. We realize this player isn't working out. We'll fix those positions, then fix those positions. It takes a while. It makes consistent, tweaking. Let's say, not wholesale change every single season, which is what happens with SRH. Why is it that they always seem to peak in the second half of the season? Because by that point the team is finally gelled. But they won't do enough to make the playoffs. The owners will be like, no, scrap this, start afresh. That's it.
Yep.
Because you need certain core players at all times. Look at Mumbai Indians. The core only started developed by around 2010, 2011. Some of them. When Rohit came in at 2013, the jigsaw puzzle was finally completed. They had batters for each and every position. They had the bowlers who delivered impact on a regular basis. From 2013, is it a sheer coincidental factor that Mumbai dominated for 7 years? 5 titles in 7 years. That is the reason why Mumbai Indians now, they did the reverse. They almost dismantled the core. They are somehow hanging in there. Chennai, on the other hand, you look at their core. It's been there from the very beginning. So 9 titles between 2 teams in 16 editions of the IPL. Delhi, RCB.
No, even Delhi, I would put Delhi very much there, barring the fact that yes, this whole season has been a blip of sorts, but there was sustained success, let's say, for those 2-3 years ever since that rebranding sort of happened. The team got recrescent, I think, in 2018. In 19. So those 3 years you saw again, first 2 years you made it to the playoffs. Last year you narrowly missed it. It was down to the last game of the season. But why? Because those 4 players, 5 players were very much forming the core, and you formed the others, or you formed the team around those 4 players. So that is what was ensuring you success.
The only exception is RCB. Have a core, but still they underperform. In all aspects.
No, with RCB, the core is the team, and that's it.
Yeah, the support staff.
There isn't anyone to prop them up, let's say, or give them the desired support, because the core only forms the forefront. The core only is the whole body of it, and then there's not enough support to that structure that they build.
What structure? RCB and structure.
So we're not talking about RCB today. Leave them alone.
The same problem with SRH now. Till 2018, they had a core. After that, it just went away. 2020 was the last few remains of that.
Okay, let's talk about Mumbai Indians before again we get blamed for mourning the loss of SRH more than praising Mumbai Indians. They're batting today, loved it. I think they knew that that's their strength, so they continue to attack and take themselves to a more than a competitive total, which we discussed mid innings, that they are above par. So they've got a good total and they've given themselves a chance. Of course, SRH also helped them by self-destructing, but then 2 bowlers impressed with. Both your foreign bowlers pulled up their weight today in Behrendorff and Riley Meredith. So because the bowling attack looked weak, you needed some experienced bowlers to step up. So I think getting those wickets early, putting the pressure, all of them, I think those are the positives that Mumbai Indians can take from this game going forward, because they're batting now pretty much sorted, with the exception of Surya Kumar Yadav, who again...
And the benefit of playing Cameroon Green up in that batting order.
And the benefit of having him as a bowler also.
Yes.
By the way, we were talking about effort and Washington Sundar pulling out. Cameron Green bowled those last couple of overs with cramps.
Yeah.
Yet he was diving, he was trying to stop the ball with his reach.
Tomorrow you'll get an email from Cricket Australia.
Yeah. Do they, how long before these foreign boards send their own physios to assess players during the IPL? It will happen.
Eventually, sure.
It will happen. I think it will happen. They may not trust because you don't know how much.
They won't trust BCCI.
No, physios of teams.
You won't trust them.
Who knows what if they end up pushing a player to play more to benefit, because they're going to see the benefit of their squads. An international board is going to see benefit of their countries. I'm just saying it could happen. It could. Arjun Tendulkar, yaar. What a performance! Too much pressure, and because Tendulkar name. Once again, if that one match was an aberration, many thought once again gets the new ball, first 2 overs spot on with what he has to bowl, then gets to bowl the last over. Yes, helped by the fact that 20 he had to defend, but 30 has also gone.
But you would remember, I know. Who was at the crease? Bhuvi was at the crease. Samad was also
Samad was.
I know, but you would remember even Sandeep Sharma was defending how many? 19? How many was he defending? 21 he was defending. So, and I think, there's one thing to have a plan and to execute it is another.
Sorry, you were saying about Sandeep, he bowled 2 wides. So he was under so much pressure.
Whatever
Arjun
it may be,
seemed
for a
much better.
youngster playing just his second IPL match, I don't think that Arjun Tendulkar would have played in front of such a huge crowd ever in the last 2 days or last 2 games. What he has seen, he wouldn't have played in front of that crowd. And also, he bowled with a plan, those wide Yorkers, because they had a shortish third man type or a wide slip, you can say extreme wide, and then you had a third man also. He bowled with a plan and executed it.
Yeah, because he knew wide outside off. Yeah. That's the thing he's going to target. At best, they'll try and cut me and take it to third man, and I have a fielder there. Yeah, so he bowled to the plan. Yes, Siddharth has a point, which is that okay, you're praising him and all that, but look at the batsman that he was bowling.
Yeah, I mean, see, helped by the fact that Cameron Green bowled a brilliant 19th over.
He also bowled to Harry Brook.
Yeah, he bowled to Harry
5
Brook.
balls.
Yeah, got hit for a boundary.
5 balls.
Still.
So tell me,
but then look at the comeback that he made after the boundary.
No one's denying him that.
No, there were field restrictions on and everything. Still bowling in the initial stages. Look at the comeback for him after getting hit for that boundary. He dropped in a ball shot. Then the other time he tried to cramp him. Look at the comeback as well, no, for him.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not saying that the first 2 overs were bad.
He's only talking about
but Siddharth, nobody is saying that he's a great bowler. Everybody, I think, is saying that he is a work in progress, and with time he will learn. And I am honestly, if you ask me, I wanted Mumbai Indians to play Arjun Tendulkar the first time they got him, especially the last season or last to last season, because he was just sitting there in the dugout doing nothing. So it wasn't helping his game, just that he was enjoying the camaraderie sitting in that dressing room, and it was time for him to, because he also needs game time, and he also realizes that is perhaps the reason why he moved from Mumbai to Goa to play domestic cricket, because he understands that you're not going to learn much sitting in that dugout or a dressing room. So I am all for Arjun Tendulkar, and if there is one franchisee that can help him if they want to develop him into a good bowler, it is Mumbai Indians, because they are the ones, the players that you were talking about. Hardik Pandya was not the Hardik Pandya before Mumbai Indians. Krunal Pandya was not a Krunal Pandya. Jasprit Bumrah was Surya Kumar Yadav. All these players, so I think if there is one franchisee that can help him develop into a good cricketer, and now that everybody is watching, everybody here pointed out, there's something, it seems that there's something wrong with his run up. Now he is in the public eye. I am sure he will get a lot of inputs. I'm sure a lot of things will happen. The batsmen, these are top class international batters that he's playing against. They will also, they can always tell him what exactly how they find his bowling. So a lot can happen for Arjun Tendulkar. He's just 23 years old. Washington Sundar, 23 years old.
Yeah.
At least he can run faster than Washi. Hope so?
Hope so. I'm just saying, give him time. I would say give him about 4-5 more.
You're not impressed with that last over, man, because you're saying the batsmen weren't good enough. Well, fair point.
See, he conceded 6 runs. Great.
It's not his fault, no, but that he was given that Samad threw his wicket away. Classen threw his wicket away.
Yeah, so that's why he
Yes.
had less pressure. He dealt with it very well. bowling the last over is never easy. I mean, let's make it very clear. It's even if you're defending 29 runs or 31 runs. This
So you are happy, na? That doesn't matter with the bat.
I mean, I would say wait for 4-5 more.
You
games.
are happy with Mumbai Indians winning this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You wanted them to win.
Yes. They got it.
Shivam has a count.
तेंदुलकर अर्जुन ने पहला ओवर ब्रूक के सामने भी डाला, ब्रूक ने सेंचुरी लगाई टेस्ट मैच में, है ना?
हाँ वो तो राहुल made the point.
एंड अभी इन जो लास्ट ओवर में डिफेंड किया है, कितना कॉन्फिडेंस देगा मतलब
But no, we have discussed that it will give a lot of confidence.
Of course, and I get
But
what-
Siddharth is saying that don't make much of it because the two batsmen were very average, na? So,
They weren't really that good.
हाँ.
I think also
Wait for 4-5 more
Yeah, no,
games.
I
Okay,
get
okay.
it.
Tougher
And of course,
challenge.
exactly.
We are going to work.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Nobody
right.
is saying that we are not beating, but I'm saying today he was outstanding.
there will be bad days for him, by the way.
And there
Arjun
are tougher
Tendulkar
challenges
will
in
have bad
store
days.
for him. There are tougher challenges, much tougher than the challenge that was posed to him tonight.
Yeah.
But given the task that he was, entrusted with, he delivered.
Yeah.
He delivered.
Okay, Saurabh Jain says we didn't touch on that. Mayank Agarwal is the culprit of this game. How many agree?
To an extent. To an extent, yes.
Yeah.
I agree with Saurabh Jain. To an extent.
To a large extent, because
Yeah.
you batted 48 balls,
41
balls, you can't be scoring 48 runs. No.
41 is percentage wise how many balls out of 120?
That is
One third.
One third nearly.
A third of the balls are not
40%.
48 runs.
No, 33%.
30%, 33%.
33% deliveries you've consumed for those 48. And
Yeah,
at least
so
you could have finished.
he's got 1/4 of the runs.
Yep. So
1/3 of the deliveries, but 1/4 of the.
Abdul Samad.
So he scored 22 of 5 balls. That was the boundary count. But the rest of the remaining 26 balls, he took 30.
No, so I'm okay with that approval. I'll tell you why, because they lost a lot of wickets. But then once he was in the company of Classen and he was taking control and he got out, you want him to finish.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if he's taken that much deliveries and he's playing a certain role because wickets are falling around him, which they were, then I want him to finish the game or take the game to the second last over and only at best leave it for like last over or something for the others to finish, which he did not do.
And not just that, I think what was also playing on his mind was the fact that he didn't have any runs behind him,
Yeah, but
He had
But
nothing
it's
actually.
yeah, I
but
agree.
He is not a Tilak Verma. He is not an Arjun Tendulkar. He is an international cricketer. He's played a lot of cricket. I think Mayank Agarwal, how many test matches he's played?
About
25.
Forget test matches. How many IPLs he's played? Yeah,
Exactly.
for what decade now?
Yeah, decade easily.
No, IPL, he's an international cricket. He
117 IPL matches.
he should be, I think, after
A veteran.
yeah,
IPL
exactly.
veteran.
IPL veteran, and even if you see the 11 they have, he would be the most experienced cricketer in terms of international cricket. Those who played alongside the Bhuvi, Makram, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jansen
that's
was
it.
relatively.
Jansen
yeah,
made his
also
debut
young, yeah.
against
Sundar
India.
Also, not much of. Although he's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
there for 2-3 years only, but not much of games.
So, as a senior player in that team who's been, he was picked up in the auctions, by the way. So, he has to share that responsibility and will have to take the blame.
And not for an insignificant amount of money, by the way. Sunrisers actually went for him.
How much did they pay?
I think it's around 6-7 crores or something.
Yeah, I think so. They did.
Hardly small money considering that he's not been having the best of seasons even prior with the Punjab Kings. I mean, they pretty much stripped him of captaincy and sent him to the auction pool. That's a double demotion of the rubber was one.
अरे मनीष पांडे ने रन बनाने शुरू कर दिया यार अब तो.
Ajay, so many super chats, yeah, Shivam. We missed a lot of them. Let's.
8.25 crores.
Okay.
Oh my
8.25.
8.25.
Yeah.
For Mayank Agarwal, when he was with Punjab, I thought those wickets, when he was with Bangalore, I think those wickets actually suit him. Maybe this wicket.
Miraj Rule says the Goliath has risen. Never discount Mumbai. They are hardly Goliaths, by the way. They're like the most successful team in IPL history.
No, that's why he's calling them Goliath. He's not calling them David.
David, huh?
They have a David in the team though.
They do.
They have a
They do. Yeah. Aditya Mohanty says some of the English players following the footsteps of their.
That
Oh,
Harry
yeah,
Brook
come
too
on.
has just scored 100.
Come on,
And
yeah.
who else is there?
Next one.
Butler's done really well.
Butler's
Butler, yeah. Yeah.
Come on, yeah. And that was below the belt kind of insinuations.
And who else?
Well, Stokes did well one season
One
for
season,
Pune.
2017
Warner.
he did well.
Pune. he did.
Warner kind
Arey,
of-
English.
English.
Angrez.
Not Gora, just English.
Yeah. Not Gora.
The Lagan Goras. That.
Okay, Miraj Rule says, why is there not a single enthusiast of Mumbai Indian in the Sports Today team, 5-time champions, but no proper supporter? Every time Mumbai wins, studio looks like a funeral. No, Miraj, I think you're mistaken.
शक्लें ऐसी हैं.
हाँ, ऐसे ही है, हाँ.
Also, just so we're clear, it's not like when we were being scouted, we were being asked what's your team allegiance.
हाँ.
We only found that out once we came here. So it's just pure coincidence.
Exactly, I तो
What is
don't
80?
support any
First tell
team.
me. What is 80?
According to you.
Oh, okay.
According to you, the most dominating franchise, most boring, most controversial, most naam bade darshan chote franchise. Who? And he says, I might know the last one. Siddharth, you want to answer?
वो तो
Last one.
Yeah.
RCB.
Even Delhi also.
We didn't pick any.
Delhi
He
का
didn't pick only. Yeah.
It's okay, I'm just asking the
नहीं
last.
नाम कहाँ बड़े हैं?
Okay, that is that. Which is the most controversially asked franchise? नाम दिल्ली तो नाम बहुत बड़ा है. Delhi.
Controversial, Chennai.
Why?
Banned for 2 years, yeah. come on.
Rajasthan.
Why do you pick only Chennai
Because
then?
Chennai had more success.
Rajasthan was the only team.
All first time.
All the three guys actually came from the our camp only in 2013.
Yeah, but you can't blame the franchise.
Yeah, you can. The world, you can blame the world.
But controversial. यार ऐसे तो even there have been allegations of fixing even in the Indian team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't say India is a controversial team.
But those were rubbish and no action was taken. Certain time they were, and the ones that the Indian team players who had, they were all punished, right? Whichever way. But in this case, the franchise was banned.
But because you can't ban a national team, no? That way, so you would say South Africa is the most controversial team. They were banned for, of course, for apartheid,
Yes.
and then for
They are saying they are the most.
players also they had.
They are. Yeah.
So find another excuse to blame Rajasthan Royals and Chennai Super Kings as.
नाम
You
बड़े-
यार वो तो इतने finals they've played so many finals.
Playoffs?
Eight playoffs.
Okay, so you pick नाम बड़े दर्शन छोटे as
I think we all agree
RCB.
with that.
RCB. No, I picked Delhi. Yeah. Delhi also had very big players.
Not Punjab.
They
Actually, a lot
never
of the
did
big
it.
Delhi players then went to RCB, like AB.
Yeah.
So,
Punjab always been underdog type team.
No, but they've, some of the biggest players, even Yuvraj Singh, Harbhajan Singh, everybody has played
no,
from
Harbhajan
that.
never played for Punjab.
No, not Punjab. Right. Yuvraj Singh, so many players have played.
But not like Delhi. Delhi at one time used to have David Warner,
Sehwag,
Sehwag,
Bagara,
De Villiers. Yeah.
Shekhar. Yeah.
Shekhar Dhaliwal.
Love Karantur, a good friend from the US, says the problem is after showing faith in Abhishek and Samad, SRH have put them out of position. I think that's the problem. Your leading run scorer is coming to bat at 6-7 and Washington at 8-9.
Yeah, I remember last year they gave Abhishek Rana a long rope at the top of the order.
Yeah, as an opener.
Yeah, and then this year you made him an impact player, bat whenever, come wherever, vibes. I mean, I don't get it.
And
Yeah.
his first major contribution, Abhishek Sharma, after those poor starts, he opened and the first game that he had impact was against Chennai Super Kings. 75 and SRH made over 200, and that started their second season resurgence. Mid-season they were woeful, that started their resurgence.
Mehraj Rule says Arjun currently is under more pressure than Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma when they started. Of course, majority are waiting for his one wrong move. No, I wouldn't agree. I think majority are waiting for him to do rather well. I would.
Last
yeah.
year, I remember every time they would be posting videos and all of him in training, the only reply would be coming is when is he making his debut then?
Yeah.
Think so highly of him. Come on, let him make his debut.
It's not easy to be a son of Tendulkar. Of course, we've discussed that a lot. Just show some comments, Shivam, before we go to that. Niche. Harish Madisetti is reminding us SRH's next match is with CSK. And Vikas is pointing to you, Siddharth, that the plan was to bowl wide Yorkers in the last over and field was spread for this backup. So last over was not
I never
bad.
said it was bad.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I agree.
I said he had little less pressure
Yeah.
as compared to the previous. Because supposing if it was the likes of Classen and Washington Sundar, if he was still there, his
Yeah.
pressure quotient would have been a lot more.
You know,
He bowled well, but sterner tests a bit.
Oh, Arjun Tendulkar has spoken.
Yeah.
So he said, obviously it was great getting my first IPL wicket. I just had to focus on what was in hand, the plan, and executing it. Our plan was just to bowl wide and get the long boundary into play, make the batsman hit it to the longer side. I love bowling. I'm happy to bowl anytime the captain asks me to, and just stick to the team plan and give my best. We, that is Sachin Tendulkar and him, talk about cricket. We discuss tactics before the game, and he tells me to back what I practice every game. I just focused on my release, bowling good lengths and lines up front. If it swings, it's a bonus. If it doesn't, so be it. Very good, positive attitude. Young boy.
Straight.
Seems very sorted and straight. Mehraj wants us to make Gargi the supporter of Mumbai. By the way, Mehraj is a big Gargi fan. Every day he does send some chat for her
But she
or
is
some
an
comment.
RCB supporter.
But she's an
She's
RCB
already
fan. How can
Big
we make?
Virat Kohli and an RCB fan. So
Yeah, how can we change that?
allegiances don't change, your mate.
Okay. Somebody else do the
Honors for
Exchange.
cricket exchange.
I'll go for it.
Okay.
So cricket exchange is this mic, please. So we've been
Give it to me, hold it.
Yeah, I'll hold it. That's fine. So we've been playing this game, or we've been having this game for you guys on SportsTalk, both the website and the app. You can check it out either way. It's called Cricket Exchange, and it's something a bit different from what you'd see on normal fantasy. Normally, you'll pick an 11 and you'll pick multiple 11s. Really, that's how fantasy gaming works. But here, you're picking 3 winners and 3 losers, or who you think will be 3 gainers and 3 losers from this particular match. Because if you get it right, plenty of good prizes.
Based
You're
on
win-
their share price.
Yes. And
So winner loser, not just with the number of runs and wickets they get, it's based on their share price.
And today, so the losers, they got all 3 SRH players. Mayank Markandale was down 11.9%, so his top value drops from 214 to 188. Abhishek Sharma, another bad day in the office. Well, he's down to 364 to 327. And Rahul Tripathi, another rather disappointing outing for him, down from 411, by the way, to 369. That's a 10% drop for Rahul Tripathi. Can we check the gainers, please?
Shivam is busy on the phone, so
Nah.
now.
And again, all 3 here also all 3 from MI, so it's pretty consistent this time around. Normally, you'll get at least some gainer somewhere. Arjun Tendulkar, I think we all backed him when we were.
So
picking
the
winners.
reason he's gone up with just 1 wicket, remember his stock price is very low.
Correct.
So these prices are based on their value at the time of the auction. So it was very low. It's not exactly that. We have a formula by which we equate it. So his value was very low, and now because even that 1 wicket, his value has gone from 119 to 41. So that in terms of the points, it's less, but percentage C18.
Yeah.
So we look at percentage. So if you see Berendorf, he has gained more. He's gained about 30 odd points.
Correct.
37 points.
Yeah, more than Arjun Tendulkar, but his percentage is less because from 208 to 45.
Correct.
So your value, so this is actually return of investment. What is the value of a
tracking.
player? If a very high value player, he has to come up with a great performance. A low value player, even slightly okay performance.
And that's why I see Cameron Green's gain from 461 to 541. That's 80 points. But
Wow.
the percentage is the lowest of the 3 because he was already at a ridiculously high
That
value.
is after he had what? A 50 plus like a couple of wickets. That makes him the 3rd highest gainer. Not the first. Arjun Tendulkar, 1 wicket, makes him the highest 18.6% increment in his share price. But look at Cameron Green. So this is where the interest in the game is, you know. It's
Shivam
not just about
Nicolaus.
going for the big names, it's also about picking the smart.
Economy
ones
also
as well.
come into play. The economy rate of those.
Yeah, because Sachin was Arjun was one of the highest gainers even then, and he had only bowled 2 overs.
He bowled 2.4 and just considering less than.
Not today. I'm talking about the first game. He gained 19 points even then. 19% it rose.
I think it was just 7 economy rate, I guess.
Yeah, 7.5 I think. Yeah, something of the sort.
Yep.
Okay, every team in points table, only one match here and there, one more week points table will get shared. That's true actually, it's very, very close, even now.
Yeah.
I think 4 or 5 teams would be at 6 points each. No?
Yes.
Five
Mumbai.
teams or maybe 6 teams.
Rajasthan are the only one.
So Rajasthan, Delhi
With 8, LSG
are
with
like
6.
extremes.
You can exclude them.
Rest up either 6 or 4
Yeah.
Yeah.
points. That's it.
Yes.
So right now, really, all those teams.
RCB and SRH have got 4 points because they only won 2 out of those.
No,
KKR too.
KKR also. That's what I'm saying. Either 4 or 6.
Yes.
Otherwise, you are Rajasthan or Delhi.
Yep.
8 or nil.
So only Delhi is the only team that has not yet won a match. This IPL 2023.
Yes.
Will they ever?
I think they can win 1 or 2 at least.
They have a match day after in
Yeah,
Delhi.
KKR.
In Delhi.
Yep.
KKR.
Chalo, okay. Thank you for your company. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. It's another day. For the moment, from our entire team at Sports Today, bye bye. See you. Give us a like if you like what we do. If you don't, also, we're happy to have you join us.
Do not press the unlike button or dislike button because there is no dislike button anymore.
Well, it's there. They just don't show it. They don't show you how many dislikes you get. It exists. You
Go
can
in
see.
here. Do what you feel like. Do whatever you want to do. Just don't trouble your mother. As Salman Khan would say. Do whatever you want to do. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye, Nandri.